Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Disturbing thought of the day. Mm, there is a fantasy realm, and it has a proud dynasty. Um, King, queen, two sons, one daughter, and there's been peace within the realm. Outside of the realm, every so often there's a war. Can't be helped. Politics. But inside the realm, it's very disturbing. No unrest. None. And everyone just is chalked up saying, okay, it's a decent king, decent, royal guard, not so much corruption, everyone's happy, even in bad times, no one blames, the royal family or talks about unrest. But the reality is, the secret is, there's the Order of the Smoke. It's called the Order of the Smoke. What is it? No one knows. It's just every so often there's a dead person, and there's like smoke, just steam coming out of their mouth. It's weird. And for those in the real know, like the criminals, they know what the story is. That every so often, an agent of, or basically one of the Order of the Smoke come out and they kill somebody who's making trouble. So if you're trying to stir up, the masses, if you're trying to be a spy from one of the surrounding kingdoms, you're trying to make any mischief, if you basically make too much trouble, they find you and they have these weird blades that are made of smoke, and they will slice and dice you, and your wounds will not bleed blood but smoke. So that's the rumor, that's the legend. It's like you once they've come across you, you're dead. And the Thieves Guild, the Assassins Guild, they actually pay protection to the king. And if anybody makes too big a row, too wild, too messed up, they die. Well, in comes this dude who's like, I am the finest swordsman in the realm. I fear no one. He basically is a duelist for hire. So if you want to like provoke someone into a duel and you say, "Oh, I can't have my arms hurt, but here's my second, fight him," and then he just steps up and kills you. I mean, he's basically dropping people that way. He's sort of a hitman, but he does it via duels. And say, I'll challenge anybody, and he is obnoxious, and he actually goes up to like the nobility. He's like, I challenge you to a duel, you maggot bastard. He's like, who are you? Well, I am, and he happens to be lesser nobility from like some faraway realms. Like, I will fight you, coward, unless you want to hide behind your title, you fat biatch, basically. And so he starts duels, and he is ching, and he sometimes he scars them up, sometimes he kills them, depends on what the client's offering. So he attracts the attention of the Order of the Smoke, and but not for the ways that they think, like you would think. Like everyone's like, dude, just stop doing this, or else they're gonna pay you a visit and kill you. It's like, no, they won't. And you live in this decent sized house alone. You do your own chores and everything like that. It's weird. And I guess you just do it to keep in shape. You have a whole upstairs. It's just you do go there to practice, and every so often you maybe bring in some swordsmen just to play with, and they're the ones who tell everyone around like you are the finest swordsman they've ever seen. And so one night you're practicing, and then smoke just comes in from the left, the right, front, behind. Next thing you know, smoke forms into four guys in masks, and they're like, we understand you've been making some waves. What do I have? You like you take your sword, you fling it off the scabbard. It's like, so I heard of you. I heard you're some of the finest swordsmen in the realm. Are you here to die? It's like, no, we're potentially, well, it may not come to that. What do you want? To recruit you? No, no, you really don't. I'm the best swordsman who's ever lived, period. No one deserves me. No order deserves me. No organization deserves me. No crown deserves me. Because you wouldn't know what to do with me. And so he's like, well, then I guess we're going to kill you. Can you? And so he just starts on guard. And first dude comes at him, ching, 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 and your sword goes through him, and you're barely able to parry his blade. And it's like, what? Ching, 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 and You fight for you don't know how long, and you probably would have killed each of them 10 times over before they get the first cut on you, and there's smoke coming out of your little graze. Like, okay, and you go through a window. It's and they follow you, and you run on 2 feet. They flow on smoke, and they zip around you, and they're like, impressive skill you have. You really are the finest swordsman we've ever seen. You sure you won't reconsider? Like, never. I am my own man. Pity. And they all just stab you at the same time. They pull their swords out of you. And mist is coming out of you, and you're like, well played. And you fall over dead. And they turn into mist, and they walk away into the night. And I could have done this in some other way, I know, but nah. Sometimes you just have to be a prick. Get it? Prick. Ow, prick. Ow. Ow, stop. You're stabbing me. Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited, the disturbing thought of the day. Also, I think the 100th episode, maybe even 101st, I'm not sure. But I'm going to hang up my spurs on this particular podcast. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I just have to shift gears. I have other projects I need to start on, and there will be 2 new podcasts starting tomorrow. But this is the last of the disturbing thought of the day, complete with tea. Still, please check out talesunlimited.net for the podcast and the book links. Podcasts will still be there for posterity's sake, and you can also find them on YouTube on the Tales Unlimited channel. Bit harder to find because YouTube's just awash in names, right? So if you want to find the old stuff, it'll be on the website. Also, and that's a Battery Daily Prompt and Disturbing Thought of the Day. Both of those are ending as of today. And then new stuff tomorrow. Also, the book links will still be out there on talesunlimited.net. 4 different series. There's the Battery series with the 200 writing prompts, wisdom on how to start your first novel, still out there. Good for writers of any stripe, whether you're a evil GM, short story writer, game designer, comic book writer, screenwriter, novelist. 200 writing prompts about weird stuff all over the place. Use it, would be my advice. Also, there is the Unheroic series, short stories about unlikely heroes saving the day. Like, what if the Antichrist was born early and the person sent to resolve the matter is a demon from hell because they would have an apocalypse on their timeline? Or the Book of Schemes, all about schemes. Twisted, funny, diabolical, like a blind rock musician's framed for war crimes in another galaxy. Stuff like that. 25 stories in each book. Worthy reads. And then there is the I Villain series. Super villain fiction told from the perspective of Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, dude in a suit. Pay him enough money, he can make you disappear. He can make your brother a senator. He could start an ethnic cleansing. His secret? Well, he has Legion of Doom on speed dial. Hand-picked mercs, the best of their game. Some of them super villains with powers that are wow. And again, he's handpicked them, and he uses them like a chess master. Until one night, he's forced to fire everybody, give up his business, give up all of his cash, and fight crime personally in the superhuman crime capital of the world. Think Sin City with superpowers. His life expectancy is crap, yet he thrives. Why? Because Benjamin Clyde has a past. Black ops with a touch of supervillain. And so he basically has to brush the dust off his powers, get back into the game, and when he does, he saves the world a few times. And when he does that, he realizes there aren't a lot of heroes left because I helped kill them, and there's a market here. If villains are trying to destroy the world or take it over, and I'm not talking like cartel guys, but I mean high-end scum, they have money. So if someone was to kill them and take everything that wasn't on fire, there's a profit to be had. Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited, the disturbing thought of the day. It's been an honor. I'll see you tomorrow with something new. Have a nice day.